Alright, Wrecker's Yard, and I am trying out a Scorpionz build. Now, if you don't know who Scorpionz is, he's a pretty renowned pig main on YouTube. He has a pretty good guide for breaking down the pig, and he runs these 4 perks here. None of them I'm particularly fond of, but I figure I'd try it out for fun. So you have the hillbilly perk enduring. And basically, if you get pallet stunned, she bounces back quickly. And you also have brutal strength, which lets you kick anything really 30% faster. And the idea behind those two is basically make her a little bit stronger with chase. Because if people safe drop pallets, you can't really do the dash game on them. So that's kind of a way I guess he makes up for their or for her weakness. And then also Whispers and Monitor. Now Whispers tells you it goes off if somebody's within 32 meters. There's enduring in effect, and there's brutal in effect. Whispers goes off and makes noises like ooh, if you're in 32 meters of somebody. And then you get the Doctor's Monitor and Abuse perk, and essentially your terrorist radius when you're not in a chase goes down. The idea there is that once it picks up, you crouch, so they don't really know you're coming, unless of course they got spine chill. And it can allow you to get a free hit or maybe even a grab. Now, I got this on Wrecker's Yard, which is a really small map actually. Not the most ideal, but I can see this build really not performing well if it's a 2-story map. You hear that person, she's got a flashlight. I know she's around here. There you are. So yeah, this build seems to work very well for him. Personally, I wouldn't say it's the most ideal build to run. Just for the reason of like 2-story maps, you don't really have gen regression besides your helmet. So, probably the way he plays is just really fast at getting downs. I mean, it depends. Really depends on how good the survivors are. I mean, if they're good, they can run laps around Pig. That's just the harsh truth. Do a little sneaking up. Another thing I'm doing that's kind of what Scorpionz does is the add-ons. They're not really they're not really to help the traps or anything. They're more for her dash and crouch and all that good stuff. You hear that walking? I sure did. This Jill, or whoever her name was, that Jill, she's really hungry for a flashlight save. So because this map's small, I don't expect the head traps to really do much. I don't see them taking very long here to get them off. Something like RPD or Ormond, though, those traps become probably really nasty. Come on, come on. There we go. Out of the way. So I'm definitely following the wrong person here. Try to stealth around and catch somebody else off guard. Lo and behold, there's a Yui. So if you look at kind of the gens and how they're distributed around this map, you can kind of see they're all in one area. So I'm trying to stay in this area, but as you just heard, a boon just went off. So the survivors have a pretty good strategy here. They come in, try to do some gen work. I come up to them, maybe get a strike on them. They run away, they heal up, rinse, and repeat. There's Jill with absolutely no F's to give about me. I got her over here. Yep, there she goes. We're against the wall. I don't think that flashlight's gonna get me here. Just hear them rocking those boons. So I got 2 gens pretty close to me, and they're both pretty well along their way. And I got a hook, so my strategy here is kind of camp the area a bit. There's Jill. She just taps the generator and runs away. She's trying to get me into a chase where I go away from a 90% gen and a hook survivor. But there she goes, taps it and runs. She's playing very smart. Very annoying too, but very smart. So we have this back and forth going on. Now she's trying to blind me for some reason. There's somebody to get the unhook. 3 people injured. There goes the gen. So Ace was working in that corner. Get that one out of the way. I hear Kate taking it off. The idea here is to slug her, but so when you're if you're trying to do a dash with Pig, you don't want to be on the opposite side of the pallet, as you see there. You actually want to camp the pallet, but a lot of times you do that and they'll run away, so it's hit or miss. And there, I derped out. Still screwing up a hit. Definitely not the most optimal game here. See, like the way they're playing this, they're just like they're just out of the way enough where I gotta kind of commit to them, but then, like, what am I gonna do here? I'm gonna chase them away from all these gens. Now they're just popping. I mean, we have this keep going on, and I can't, like, go out and snuff that boon across the map or wherever they're going. So, at this point, I just figure, screw it. I don't know what you'd call that strategy if there's a name for it, but the idea that survivors just have a boon on one area, there's like maybe a 3-gen or like a general area of the generators where they're kind of together, and they just kind of weave in and out of your area. Whatever that strategy is called, that's what they did here, and they kicked my ass with it. I got one thing going for me. An active head trap. He wants me to eat his DS. Make no mistake, these are good survivors. I'm securing 1K. So this would be a case where save the best for last probably would work out better. Just basically cutting through them really fast since they have that boon. But yeah, I figured it'd be fun to try his build. Just see how it works. Seems to be what, stealth and chase. And then you can use the head traps to, you know, gen regression and slow everything. So I can see where he's coming from. I can see why he likes this build. For me personally, it's not really my thing. Oh, they're all coming to body block. So one of the gens, or one of the gates is probably 99, and they're gonna be SEAL Team 6 and just try to save the safes. This is where Pig can be a real pest about the way she plays. Like, there's still gens going on. Ideally, you don't really want to harass someone with the head trap on, but these guys just really kicked my ass here, so I'm going to squeeze out whatever I can from this. Here comes SEAL Team 6. No fucks given, just... See that Jill just trying to lead me away. That's what they're doing here. Just trying to lead me away. Get injured, run. That was fast. Yep. They were trying to go for a locker play there, where if you pull someone out of the locker, Jill would come up to the side and flashlight you. I kind of risked it here, but whatever. There they are, all healing. I think they kind of given up on Ace here. Last second. Well, at least they're nice enough to let me get one last hit in. So yeah, that was trying out Scorpionz Build on a kind of small map, and frankly getting my ass kicked. Good team. And see you on the next one. Alright, now we have part 2 of this build on Coal Tower. So, I'm running Whispers on 2 of like the smallest maps, which now it's not really ideal. If you get Whispers though and you're on a huge map, that's where it really picks up on. Really can spare you some heartache there. And I got a grab here. I have no idea how, but I'll take it. And I got our friend here doing something. Vacuum her with the head trap away from that. In case you didn't know that about Pig, when you put the head trap on, if you stand a little bit behind them, you can kind of suck them away from wherever they're at. You can't fully pull somebody out of a pallet, so don't expect that, really. But if they're pretty close to it, close enough in the sun range, like that, you should be able to pull them out. Alright, so using the Brutal Strength again, just kick that and move on. So another, I guess, jihad or issue I have here with the Whispers perk is after you hook someone, you know, Whispers is still going that way. After you, like, the Whispers is going off, like, regardless of whether the person's hooked or not, so you can't really tell, like, what's going on after unless you get away, but then you might, like I did, walk into, like, another radius of a 32-meter radius of a survivor. So, compared to, like, barbecue and chili, I find this one, I find barbecue, like, way more informative versus, like, Whispers. Because, yeah, at the beginning of the game, and maybe near the end of the game, Whispers is good, but in the middle of the game when you're chasing it, it's just, it doesn't really do much. Got one active trap there. I don't know why she ran that. She didn't go for the window. Dead hard, because of course. The head trap on. I have a feeling someone's in the area. Go for it anyway. And there's Fang. And there's the drop. Good play. I still got a trap on though, so It's something. It's not great, but it's something. So even though Cheryl's trapped, she has 0 hooks on her. Keep that in mind. And again, there's a during and effect there. Try to sneak back on this Adam, but he sees me very well right there. There's not much stealth he can do in this one. Gives me a little teabag, but sure to use her dead hard, so. Yep, nope. Typically when you teabag someone, usually run them for a little bit longer. Here's your happy hat. You hear that pain? Meg is not having a good day. Right in front of my face. You love to see it as a killer. Just a gen pop right in your face is a big F you. At least that's what it feels like. Anyway, didn't want to hook the Meg because I wanted to stop that. But I want to try to stop that gen, and her head trap is pretty close to going off. So I figured maybe it'll do its magic. Even though it's really unlikely on a map like this. Oh, Meg got her head trap off. Oh, hi. I remember you. I don't feel like eating her DS. If I took that DS there, she could just unhook in front of me, and then I got BT to worry about. Although I guess I could get her again there. But I guess my thinking here, though, is I'm trying to just like move around a lot, be unpredictable, be kind of everywhere. At least have that feeling for the survivors. So here I'm trying out this trick where just waiting at a pallet or a loop and trying to hear where they're going. She just abandoned, though, the shack. Which leads me to believe this Meg isn't the most experienced one, which works for me. Nice dead hard. Nice down. Another advantage to kind of hopping around and jumping around chases is it gives you a good idea of who's good at a chase and who's not so good at a chase. So like that Cheryl, she seems pretty decent at chases. I haven't really gone like committed too much to her. That June Lee or whatever, she's not as great. She's definitely confident, but she's not that great with chases. So she's probably a good target. And this Meg, she's she's not really playing loop. She just kind of keeps running in fear. So she's probably a good target if my goal is to get somebody out of the game quick. So I'm chasing this Cheryl, but remember I never did hook her. So I'm kind of dropping chase right now because I don't really want a first hook. I want to get somebody close to or dead. Close to dead or dead. So Whisper's tapped on and off. There's Meg again. I see an opportunity here to just finish her. There we go. There goes a boon. And now we're down to 3. Looks like somebody over here. Oh, and Cheryl. She's in a bad area. Just waiting for a dead hard there. I can't really tell that was a dead hard. That may have seemed like an accident, but trust me, if you ever get head-on when you're trying to pick someone up, you don't forget that lesson. Always try to check those lockers. Adam is doing this shit right in front of me. That's just not gonna work. I'm gonna try to secure Adam. Adam too. Both Adam and Meg dropped the shack, which is kind of unusual. I was right there. Oh, wrong side. Looks like we both fucked up. Alright, so this will be second hook for Adam. First hook for Cheryl. One hook on June Lee. Here was Cheryl with the confidence of BT. Try to get her to fall. She falls. Angelic femboy. So I am chasing a femboy. Good to know. Try to outsmart her here, but looks like she's camping this pallet, which, that's a bad idea. That was a good idea, at least try to run it. She's probably aware that on a loop that small, you don't want to screw the pig. And I didn't forget her teabag, so... Again, I just wanted to remind her, get good before you teabag like that. So now, June Lee and Adam are on death hook. Cheryl has 2 left in her. Now one over here. Another nice thing about Brutal, besides kicking pallets, is kicking gens. Makes it a little bit quicker of a process. So it pairs up decently if you want to use Nemesis's Eruption, or if you down a survivor, then you then a gen explodes, but you have to kick it first. So Brutal Strength definitely helps out with that. Just want to give myself a pat on the back. I'm such a nice guy here. Could have knocked her down, but nope, jumping from player to player. Because I'm just, I want to win a Nobel Peace Prize as a killer, apparently. I want to see here if I can maybe catch somebody sneaking up. Nobody there. I think I made a mistake here. I'm going for one person over here, and I don't even know where they are. Meanwhile, somebody just did the unhook, and there's 2 people injured, so there's a 2 out of 3 chance here that I would be getting another injured person that's not Cheryl, aka not a DS, and Be able to probably get one killed right about now, but going for that faraway gen that popped and not finding anybody, that was definitely to my detriment. I figure it's time for Femboy here to bite the dust. He is running. Death from above. Dead hard. Went for it. Didn't get it. Got a little pallet over here. Trying to mind game it. Not my best mind game. That dead hard really made this chase longer than it needed to be, eh? She went for it, I'm surprised. Yeah, there goes Angelic Femboy. So we just have these last two left. Damn. One gen left. I just see Cheryl, and that was really well synchronized on their part. Despite the pressure that I had going on, there's another dead heart, of course. That's a better way to handle that. Despite the pressure that I had going on, chasing that Jun Lee away from these gens kind of screwed me here. So kind of like the last game, like if you injure somebody and they run you away from the gens, I mean, that's what you're supposed to do, but if you actually commit to it, you're liable for something like this to happen, where the gens just pop off anyway. I don't know what Adam was doing there. I figure I'll go for him now. Dead hard. Nope. No dead hard. Alright, if I hook him quick enough, I should be able to secure this 4K. Unless, of course, Adam DCs, which I don't know why he did that. And then Cheryl was right by the hatch. So, Adam DC'd, Cheryl got the hatch. Not really I was expecting that to go down, but hey, not too bad. Anyways, that's me trying out Scorpionz build, and take it easy.